Here's a video that displays what's going on this week at St. Paul Lutheran. We've dubbed it How It's Going video with Pastor Owen. And today is Monday, February 2nd, 2026. I'm in a different place than I usually am. I'm at my brother's house this evening. During the day, it was the first day of the theological convention put on by the Augustana district. And it was a special day. I got to lead worship. Becky Hand from Odessa, Texas, preached this morning, and we got to worship together. Many people involved with the Augustana district that we are a member of at St. Paul Lutheran are present here to hear about the Heidelberg Disputation, particularly Ferdy's book on it, that we've been exploring during First Wednesday potlucks. But we got to hear the history behind it today from Dr. Chris Krogan, who is a special person for me because he was my faculty mentor at where I got my MDiv from the Luther House of Studies. So got to sit in on a lecture from Chris once again, Dr. Krogan, and it was really fruitful and really fun discussion. And I got to be with people that I usually connect by Zoom. We studied the texts together. You would know one of those people very well. Pastor Aaron was here and at my table today. So a very good day, and I think it was a fruitful one in which I got to hear some stories in different ways that um, people are delivering the good news, and how it's happened throughout the past, and how that informs a pastor's practice in getting this wonderful word to you and everyone around us. So it was a good day. It will wrap up tomorrow morning, and I'll look forward to getting home. I do like being home, um, but I'm looking forward to tomorrow morning's um, closing of the session. There will be a closing worship, and uh, and then we'll have one more session about the content. So yeah, good stuff. Also looking forward to obviously getting back home and being with all of you on Sunday. It will be the fifth Sunday after the Epiphany, and it's going to be the concluding message or sermon from our sermon series that we've been going through this year on First Corinthians. So Paul's letter is so instructive, and it depicts something so real and true, and it gives Christ again and again. And chapters 13, uh, just a wonderful picture of love, the centrality of the word in chapter 14, and then the amazing chapter 15. The 15th chapter is about resurrection. And so, really looking forward to whatever comes out. Actually, not whatever comes out, but specifically what will come out on a Sunday when we can read such rich texts from Scripture together, and then get to be used by God to deliver a good word out of it. So, looking forward to that, chapters 13 through 15 this week. Um, let's see, other church highlights. Yesterday's worship was a special one in which the miracle of baptism, the promise of God to Mava Ann happened. And so it was good. Um, it's always just amazing to be a part of a baptism, to witness what God is doing with it. So yeah, congratulations to Mava and her family. It was also really cool to have Ada and Greta share their voices along with Clara accompanying them, singing Only a Holy God. That was during the service yesterday, too. I'm so glad they did that, and that they could use their voices to proclaim some really true things. Um, During the song, I Can't Help But Be a Dad, and I thought of all the sounds that they've made since they were tiny. Maybe Mava's age, for example, how they might cry out, and now they're using their voices to get much more than their physical needs. But uh, helping us all to meet our spiritual needs and, yeah, in the truth of Jesus Christ. So wonderful to use our voices in that way anytime we sing a hymn together, too. But yeah, every once in a while, it's nice to have some special music. I hear the kids are going to perform, not perform, share um, in worship a tone chimes song on Sunday. So looking forward to the kids that have been practicing on that during a portion of their Sunday school time for that. Also on Sunday, we're going to install some of our council leaders, our parish leaders on Sunday. So they have been called by their congregation and they're going to respond to that and be installed to serve the church. So we so appreciate and need that as a congregation, and so that will happen during a part of Sunday's service as well. Uh, the Bible series, there's a series of short videos on the Bible. I'm going to share one in the Substack post this time. This one is the last one of the Old Testament on God's faithfulness. I think you'll enjoy the video, so you feel free to watch it. Um, all right, now for more of the calendar stuff. We have confirmation at beginning at 5:45 on Wednesday. Uh, the reason it's starting a little bit early is because there's a first Wednesday potluck. Um, it's our first uh, or our last one. It's not our last one. It's the last one before we start having Lent meals in a couple weeks later after Ash Wednesday. That those will begin. So we'll have a different topic to learn about this Wednesday at 6:30. That's the meal, and we usually eat for about a half hour. And then as we wrap up the eating and have our dessert, there's usually a skit provided using Ferdy's book on the Heidelberg Disputation this year. So we come to the difference between the theologian of glory and the theologian of the cross, and it the focus is narrowed, and it's quite a special list of theses that we get to go. But we'll make a skit on it and learn what Luther once had to say about this and where that came from in Scripture. So the Great Divide is the topic, and I think it's going to be a fun one on Wednesday. Men's breakfast will meet once again on Friday morning at 6:30 a.m. We'll be reading John 7 and 8 together. Uh, Hope you can be there for that. There is one birthday this week. Kason Hansman has a birthday on the 5th, so happy birthday, Kason. No anniversaries, and here's a verse to conclude this video with. It's one that we will read on Sunday, Psalm 112, verse 7. And what is it about those who have been made righteous? Well, this is true. They will have no fear of bad news. Their hearts are steadfast, trusting in the Lord. Yes, when there's good news and when there's bad news, we trust in the Lord. And that's what those righteous by faith trust, that His will shall be done, will be done, and that this is very good for us. All right, blessings to you this week, everyone. Have a good one.